Ugh. Finally. After about a long week of grinding, it's officially been done. I've collected every skin that there is to collect in the first part of the update. Yes, there is a second part coming pretty soon. So without further ado, let's get into it. Bro, but this event, it has been hell, man. It has been like so stressful getting everything. I had to trade for, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys saw today, but bro, look at the DNA compared to about 4 days ago when we first started this event. It's gotten real desperate out here, man. Real desperate. For me to get given for me to earn 5 million DNA and spend it that quickly, yeah. Listen, and Blame was first saying that it was gonna be 700k for the whole entire 2 parts. Yeah. I don't know, man. It ain't looking too hot. Anyways, let's start the video for every single skin in this movie event. Alright, so I'm gonna be including the tradables in this video as well. The Movie Brachy and Movie Trike. Sadly, Movie Spino isn't out yet because they pushed that to the next update. Matter of fact, I'll just start with those first. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. This is probably gonna be one of the longest videos I've had in a long time. So this is the Movie Brachiosaurus right here. As you can see, they kind of kept the old color palette of the old Movie Brachy and kind of implemented it into the newer versions. So they have the little red top that the older one had. And altogether, it just looks a lot better. So let's get into the animations. So I don't really think it has an idle animation, so let's just get straight to the walk. Okay, and then we got the sprint. And every single dinosaur that they've been adding also has like the tail movement that they did with the Concavinator about like a year ago. And everything new that they added since like a few updates ago is also getting sleeping animations. So that's pretty cool as well. But next we have the attacks, starting with the click. I think there's only one variant. Then we have the AoE. And yes, as you can hear, it did get new calls. Next, we have the eating animation, which I think it actually changes when you're eating a bush. Let me check this really. Yeah, so when you eat a bush, you actually bend your neck down. And when you eat a tree, you kind of get on your 2 back legs and reach up for the tree. It's pretty cool that they added that feature. But we have the drinking animation now. Very good. And now let's get into some of the new calls for the Brachy, starting with the R. Next, we have the G. So they kind of kept like the bass and just added like more reverb to it, kind of. And then last, we have the C. Very good start. All right, next we have Movie Triceratops remodel, and now this is such an upgrade. The last remodel or model that we had for Movie Trike was terrible. Like I think it was last remodeled in like 2016. This thing looks amazing. Look at that idle animation. The fact they redid this, I'm so happy. It took them way too long, but it was worth it. So that was the idle animation. We have the walk. Look how smooth it is, including the tail animations. Then we have the sprint. Like it's such an upgrade, bro. Next we have the attacks, starting with the click. So you kind of like bow your head down, and then you also have a bite too, so that's pretty cool. Then we have the AoE. This one can look kind of weird when you're like not moving. I think it looks better when you're moving. Yeah, it probably looks better when you're moving and running, but not bad at all. This is the sleeping animation. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for every dinosaur because I don't know. We only use it every so often, but it's still cool, I guess. Then we have the eating animation, which looks good, but we have the drinking animation. Looks very good. And I don't know if it got new calls, but I guess let's check it out. So we got the R. Yeah, this is definitely different. Next we got the G. Last but not least, we got the C. Look at that idle. These skins are so good. This whole movie event was planned out so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while, bro. All right, next we have the queen of Jurassic World, Rexy. So movie Rex, boom. Look, it looks very good. I know a lot of people are complaining about its size though, I think, but it could be worse. I know it has an idle animation where it itches itself, but I've been trying to do it for like the past minute. Bro does not want to do it. So let's just get into the raw animations. This is the walk. Then we got the sprint. You can also see it blinks too. These models have been crazy, bro. Like you would never expect this from DS back then. Next we have the attacks. This is the clicks, assuming it has a variant. Yep, it's just so good, bro. Then we have the AoE. Next we have the eating animation. And then we have the drinking animation. Also, these skins they just go along with this new map so well. I honestly hope they keep this map as like a playable map just forever. Even if it's not the main one, just add it as an option because I would stay here like 24/7. I would never go back to any other map. But let's check out the calls now because I was not aware of this, but every single movie skin got custom calls. So let's start with the R. Next we got the G. And last we got the C. Friggin' DNA had to ruin it, but you know, it's whatever. I'm sure you guys get the gist. Also, if you guys are here for like the main three, like Movie Moza, Mutadon, and D-Rex, just skip to the end of the video. I'm doing those three last. Yeah, I'm milking it. Boo-hoo, wah wah, get your boos out while you can. Anyways, for me, this is arguably one of the best skins in this update, if not the best. They did such a good job on Movie Pteranodon. They had no reason cooking this much. But yeah, this is the guy right here. Honestly, this is better than the default model. Wait, what am I doing? Let me get in setting. Much better. Okay, but this is Movie Pteranodon right here. Looks honestly amazing. Probably one of my favorite models in the update. But let's start off with the animations. So this is the walking animation. I know it might be kind of hard to see, but it looks good either way. Then we got the sprint. But who cares? You're never going to be on the ground as a Pteranodon. Let's get into the interesting animations, the flying animations. So this is the idle in the air. You know, you just soar around. Then we got the Q, which I do like how it flaps its wings. They don't really go this route where it's like spinning around more than like just flapping. It looks good. Then we have the down animation, just kind of soar down. Then we have the sprint, which like honestly the pieces just look so good together. Like sometimes you would notice like splits that the Spino has in like the sail and stuff. There would be some in the wings, but this just looks so good. Glazing, I know, D1 glazer. Anyways, this is the hover for Pteranodon. Once again, just looks so good. We also have swimming animations because as you remember, Pteranodon can swim. So this is the idle in water. Then we have the normal swimming animation. Then the sprints. You know, it kind of looks how it did when it was in the Jurassic World movie, like swimming in the Moza cage. Then we got the down. And then the up. Everything this looks so good, bro. I'm sorry. But you're gonna be hearing like a lot of, oh, it looks so good this video, because everything this looks good. Like I can't really say it looks bad because this is probably like their most appealing update yet. Anyways though, we got the attacks, starting with the clicks. So you can either peck or you can bite. Then we got the AoE. Ooh. I'm not sure about that one. I was glazing up until now. I thought it would have done like a little wing flap and then maybe like a peck or something.
What is this thing doing though?
Okay. Anyways, listen, the ups are outwinning the bads right now, the downs. So this is the eating animation. Like, see, we're just right back onto track. That eating animation looks good. Takes out a chunk and then swallows it. And then we got the drinking animation. All right, and last but not least, let's get into the new calls for Pteranodon, or Movie Pteranodon. We got the R. Next, we got the G. Last, we got the C. Very nice skin. Once again, probably one of my favorite skins in this whole entire update. Very unsuspecting for it being a Pteranodon skin. All right, so next we have another one of my favorites, Movie Carno. So this one is also kind of small. Well, you know, compared to the Jurassic World Carno, because they want to make that thing like the size of a T-Rex. But this is the idol. I mean, doesn't really have much unless it's just not doing it. A lot of the time they're camera shy. I can't really do anything about it. But we got the walk. Then we got the sprint. Then next we got the attacking animations. So you can either headbutt or you can bite. And this thing attacks quick. Like, you can't even finish the animation before bro starts another one. Golly. Then we got the AoE. Whoa. Was that a call he just did in the AoE, or was that the idol? Okay, I was about to say that would have been the first that we've seen of that. Next we have the eating animation. Just looks so good. Like, I can't say anything else. I can't. Like, y'all can't say this looks bad, whether you hate the update or not. It just doesn't look bad. And then we have, oh, okay, an idle animation. That's what we have. Drinking animation. Boom. All right, and last but not least, let us get into the calls, starting with the R. Exclude that little wiggle part that wasn't part of the call. You know, we always welcome the wiggles though. Next we got the G. And then last but not least we have the C. W skin. All right, so next movie skin we have Movie Parasaurolophus. Now this thing, why bro looks so confused? I don't like how your eyes moving, bro. Anyways, we got the walking animation. Just straight swag. And we got the sprint. It looks a little bit slow for the speed that it's going. I'm not gonna lie. They should, I know you could custom speed up your animations, but they should definitely speed it up a little bit. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. But we got the attacking animations now. So you'd either smack them with your tail or do like a little bite. I'm surprised it doesn't have a headbutt. But we got the AoE. Ah, you can't forget the hoof kick. Forgot these things are pretty much horses. Next we have the eating animation. That looks very, dude, like all these skins just looks, I gotta stop saying the word good. I can't say it anymore. Then we have the drinking animation. Very nice. All right, let us get into the new calls for Movie Parasaur, starting with the R. Next we have the G. And then last but not least, we got the C. Very nice. All right, so next we have obviously a fan favorite, Movie Velociraptor. But as you guys know, there's no Velociraptor in the game, so it is a Utahraptor skin. But we make it do with what we have to. Anyways, though, that is the idle animation for Blue. The model looks very nice. I won't even lie. Very nice. I think I saw people complaining about the arms, like how they're a little bit skinny, but come on, man. Y'all just find a way to nitpick anything. Anyways, though, this is the walking animation. You know, looking all curious, looking around. Then we got the sprint. Okay, this animation looks a little bit weird with the arms. I see what people mean with like the claws, I guess. But other than that, it looks really good. Next, we have the attacks, starting with the clicks. So you can either bite or like scratch at them. Then we have the AoE. Which obviously, what else would you do besides a pounce? AoE again. Next, we have the eating animation. And then the drinking animation. Very, very nice. Now, my favorite part of this dinosaur, the calls. First, we have the R. Next, we have the G. And then last, the C. Favorite one. Y'all can't go wrong with the what y'all know about that? Yeah. All right, next we have a skin that a certain someone gets very, very excited over. Movie Ankylosaur. So this is him right here, the walking animation. You know, got the little club action going on. Like, it's honestly so baffling how the movie models look better than the default models. But I mean, y'all know they have to go all out. Next, we have the sprint. So we actually got like a full-on gallop for this guy now, which makes sense because that dude was running from the Indominus. Anyways, next we got the attacks, starting with the clicks. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of this one either, this attack. I mean, now that I see that I can actually swipe, that makes it a little bit better. Then we got the AoE. Oh no, that's what I wasn't a fan of because it just doesn't move its body. Like, look at the butt, and then just how the tail moves. It's just not realistic. You're not gonna swing it around like that. Anyways, done nitpicking. That's my little nitpick. We got the eating animation. And then the drinking animation. And obviously we got to do the calls as well. So starting with the R. Then the G. Last but not least, we got the C. Very nice. All right, next we have movie Allosaur, and I was honestly really surprised seeing how like cheap and underwhelming this thing was. I mean, it is kind of small, but I guess that's how it was in the movie. I don't know. I don't really remember Allosaurus too much in the Jurassic franchise, but it has a cool little ale animation. But we have the walk now. It looks good though. It looks good. It's kind of underwhelming for an Allo, you know? We got the sprint. It looks good though. Next we got the clicking attack. I think it's only one variant. Or no, two variants. Okay. Then we got the AoE. Okay. And a cool little attention to detail. They actually made one eye blind. Now, I don't remember if that was in the movie or not. Once again, I don't really remember the movie with the Allosaur too much. Was it Dominion? Not 100% sure. I'm just like guessing at this point. Anyways, we got the eating animation. Then we have the drinking animation. Very nice. All right, now the calls, starting with the R. Next, we have the G. And last but not least, we have the C. All right, now we're getting into the classified and chaos skins. All right, so first off, we have classified Troodon. This thing is hideous, bro. I love it though. Just don't like the price on it. 60,000 DNA for this. Anyways, though, this is the walk. Cool little guy though. I mean, it does look really nice. Claws are bigger than the Velociraptors. Golly. We got the sprint. I think I see why it's worth 60K. This thing looks sick. Next, we have the attacks. So quick. Someone tell me, was this thing blind in the movies or something? I know they had like good night vision, or no, that's Dilo, I think. It looks blind almost. I mean, the eyes look really cool, but it definitely looks like it has like a filter over its eyes, whether it's like blind or going blind. I don't know. But next we have the AoE. My ears. Next we have the eating animation. Such a cool little fella, bro. Like he just looks sick. Okay, maybe I understand why he's 60K. All right, but we have the drinking animation. Very nice. And I think it might have a climbing animation. Okay, no, it doesn't. I know some of them do, but yeah, I can climb, whatever. All right, let's go with these ear destroying calls now, starting with the R. If I gotta suffer, y'all do too. Then we got the G. Last but not least, we have the C. Very nice. All right, so next we have classified Tylosaurus. There's its idle animation. So, yep, strictly aquatic. Very cool looking dinosaur. So this is the swimming animation. Then we have the sprint. This thing looks so good. We have the up. Then we have the down. Okay. Next we have the attacking animations, starting with a click. Clicks, my bad. Then we got the AoE. Ooh, no, that thing gotta hurt. AoE again. Yeah, imagine getting hit by that. Next we have the eating animations. Very nice. And then obviously, as y'all know, we can't do the drinking animations, bro. Come on. Unless. Okay, I really thought. We got the calls, starting with the R. Next, we got the G. Last but not least, we have the C. Very nice. I love the color pattern on this thing. All right, next here we have Chaos Spinosaurus, and you may be wondering, why does this thing look so tiny? Watch Jurassic Rebirth, that'll explain it all. Anyways though, we have the walking animation. Next we have the sprint. Looks interesting. I know some people were complaining about the neck. I don't know how the neck was supposed to look, but I think it was because they were like saying it hangs too low or like certain curve. I don't know, bro. Y'all can probably correct me. We have the attacks. Okay, this looks like directional. Then we have the AoE. A lot of tail smacking going on today. Okay, I guess we can check out the swimming animations next. So we have the swim. This is the idle in water. You know, just chilling. Then we got the normal swim. Then the sprint. Then we have the down. Then the up. You know, looks good. Next we have the eating animation. Then the drinking animation. You know, it looks good. Looks good. But let's get into the calls now. So we have the R. Then we have the G. And then the C. Almost sounds like he's laughing at us, huh? Alright, so next we have a skin that I myself haven't even checked out yet. So this is Chaos Titanosaur. Well, Argentinosaur, because that's what the dinosaur is. Look at this tail! Oh my lord! You can barely see it in the whole entire camera view. I'm as zoomed out as possible right now and I can't even see it. Bro, this thing is insane. But we have the walking animation. This thing looks sick, bro. Oh my god. We have the sprint. Look at the tail movement. It looks like a snake. And y'all say they can't add Titanoboa. Come on, bro. Just add it. You know what we want. Next, we have the attacks, starting with the click. It better have at least one tail smack in here. I don't care if it's the AoE. I don't care. Just something. Yeah, it looks like the main attacks are just this neck. What is the AoE looking like? What is the AoE size? Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought. So it kind of like circles around you. That's not bad. Next, we have the eating animation. Dude, just look how I'm towering this tree right now. This is like a pretty decently sizable tree. Hold on, let me move over to this one. Yeah, no wonder they made it an Argent skin. Good God. Next, we have the drinking animation. Oh my, look at the sunlight too. This thing is gorgeous. Very nice. Okay, and last but not least, we have the calls. I don't even want to get off of this thing. Next, we have the G. Last but not least, we have the C. So peak. This skin is so peak. All right, so this is pretty much the last skin before we get into like the actual stuff that people probably want to see on YouTube because they can't get it themselves. So here we have Chaos Moza. This is the one you don't want to get. I mean, it's cool and all, but movie Moza is what you actually want to aim for. But that's the idol. So here's the swim. Then we have the sprint. Then we have the up. And the down. Next we have the attacks. And then the AoE. Pretty cool. Then we have the eating animation. And then last but not least, let's do the calls for this thing. I think there's a difference between the calls for movie and chaos, but we'll see. Got the G. Oh, I remember this call. This call is really cool. All right, and last but not least, we have the C. All right, so just keep this size in mind. You know, like I'm fitting in here pretty good. You know, like a koi in a pretty decent sized pond. So yeah, just keep this size in mind right here. Let's switch to movie Moza. Sweet mother of pearl. Sweet mother of pearl. This is my first time reaction too. I literally just got this skin. Anyways though, this is the swimming animation for movie Moza. I'm gonna go down in the ocean because I can't even like see what's going on in here. So this is the swim. Then we got the sprint. Like, it's just so much bigger. I don't know why anybody would want chaos over this one. I mean, chaos is cool, yeah, but we got the up. Then we have the down. Oh my god, I just love this model. Next we have the attacks, starting with the clicks. So these, I'm assuming they're pretty much going to be the same. Yeah, they're like the same thing. And we have the AoE. I think that might be pretty much the same too. I wouldn't be surprised if the only difference they have is the size. They could have just like put the same animations on and I wouldn't notice. I mean, eating, don't get me wrong. I mean, is it the same? I don't know. I might be wrong, but it looks different. I could be wrong. Main thing I'm curious about is the calls. Let's see. Get the R. Okay, no, these are definitely the same. Just do them one more time for old time's sake. Yeah. God, bro, I love Moza. Either one of the Mozas. All right, but that's movie Moza. Let's get into the juicy stuff. All right, we're gonna be going over Mutodon first. So here he is right here, the absolute menace. Got the idle animation. Then we got the walk. You know, looking very cool. Sprint. Get them wings ready for action. And now let's get what the people are waiting for. The glide. Sadly, no flight, but at least it can glide, right? So you got the glide, then you have the down. You know, like swooping in like an eagle on your prey. Yeah, I love this thing. I love it. Especially since it's a skin for AV, I love it. Next, we have the attacks. So another bite or headbutt. Then we have the AoE. Very nice. Then we have the eating animation. Doesn't really bend down too much, but I mean, he got aura, so like you can't really say anything bad about him. Oh, and he even crouches down. Okay. Then we have the drinking animation. Very nice. Now we have the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. And the last but not least, we have the C. All right, now let's get to the main cake, the main dish, D-Rex. Okay, no, like actually, this time, D-Rex. Okay, no, like I'm actually sorry. Okay, here, the actual D-Rex. There you go. You happy? Oh yeah, you are so good looking. Anyways, this is D-Rex right here. Got the walking animation. This thing is an actual titan, bruh. Actual titan. We have the run. Ugh, I was about to say that thing looks weird for a second. It was just tweaking out. All right, yeah, this thing is scary, bro. Next, we have the attacks. Oh my god, like this thing is an actual horror creature. SCP. Got the AoE. Yeah, they made custom calls for the AoE too? Oh yeah, nah, bruh. Got me messed up. If I hear that thing, I'm running all the way into the forest. Next, we have the eating animation. Just straight up grabs it. Oh, nah. It just decapitated a body and ate it whole. Oh my god, you are a hideous monster. Then we have the drinking animation. Looks really cool though, I can't lie. Last but not least, let's go through the calls. Starting with the R. Next we got the G. Last but not least, we have the C. All right, and bam, that is every single skin for Dinosaur Simulator's Jurassic World movie event. Listen, this is definitely by far my longest video. I've been recording for like an hour and a half straight. I don't know how long it's gonna be, like editing done and like processed down and stuff. It was fun though. I liked going through all the skins. I didn't really check them out myself because I was waiting to do this video. But let me know what y'all think about this event, other than the prices being high. Hopefully they're like lowered a bit tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyways though, love y'all boys. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, type KSI. You know, I'll see y'all next one. Peace.